Let me tell you about a woman I will never forget. She walked into a room and everything stopped. Conversations paused. Heads turned. Eyes followed her all the way across that room. She was 64 years old. She was not wearing anything brand new. She was not dripping in designer logos. She had not spent hours getting ready that morning. But she looked like she had been sent from another dimension of elegance entirely. That woman changed the way I think about style forever. And today, I am bringing everything she taught me straight to you, right here on Black Women Over 50. Because here is what I need you to hear before we go any further. Elegance after 50 is not about spending more money. It is not about buying a whole new wardrobe. It is not about following trends designed for 22-year-olds who have never lived a real day in their lives. It is about knowing 8 specific things. 8 things that most women were never told. 8 things that, once you know them, will completely transform the way you get dressed every single morning. And I am going to be honest with you right now. Some of what I am about to say is going to challenge you. Some of it is going to surprise you. And at least one of these 8 things is going to make you want to run straight to your closet the moment this video ends. So stay with me, all the way to number 8. Because number 8 is the one that I personally believe will make the biggest difference in your life, and I saved the best for last on purpose. Now let us get into it. Number 1. The high-low rule. The most modern, most sophisticated way to dress right now. I need to ask you something. When you get dressed in the morning, are you trying to match everything perfectly? Are you making sure every single piece is at the same level, same formality, same price point, same energy? Because if you are, I want you to lovingly stop doing that immediately. That is old thinking. And it is quietly working against you. The most elegant, most stylish, most visually stunning women in the world right now are not wearing everything expensive. They are not matching everything perfectly. What they are doing is something far more interesting. They are deliberately pairing something elevated with something relaxed. One high piece, one low piece. Let them talk to each other. That contrast, that tension between formal and casual, that is where real modern elegance lives. Let me give you a real example. Do you remember when Michelle Obama on national television wore a J.Crew cardigan with a custom silk skirt? The fashion world lost its mind. Not because it was confusing, but because it was so perfectly considered. That is exactly the effect we are going for. Picture this. A silk slip skirt in deep wine red, rich and luxurious, paired with a chunky knit sweater on top. Or razor-sharp tailored trousers with a premium sweatshirt draped off the shoulder and clean cognac flats underneath. The trousers say boardroom. The sweatshirt says I do not need to prove anything to you. Together, they say I have arrived and I dressed myself. Now here is my controversial thought for you, and I want you to drop your opinion in the comments below. I truly believe that Black women over 50 who are still trying to match everything perfectly are actually working 10 times harder to look 10 times less interesting than the woman who threw on one elevated piece with one relaxed piece and walked out the door. Does that land for you? Because I have seen it too many times to keep quiet about it. The high-low rule is your first secret. Keep it. Number 2. The garçon effect. And before you say anything, no. This is not about looking masculine. This is about something far more powerful than that. Some of the most feminine, most deeply sophisticated women I have ever admired do not dress in overtly feminine clothes. They borrow deliberately from menswear. And the result is something that florals and ruffles almost never achieve. Authority. Real, unshakable, walk into any room and own it authority. Think about Solange Knowles. She built one of the most respected style identities in music entirely on structured blazers, sharp tailored cuts, and architectural silhouettes. Think about Janelle Monáe, who made the tuxedo and the Oxford shirt her entire signature. That energy reads as deeply sophisticated because it is rare. It is deliberate. It says I chose this, and I chose it from a place of complete certainty about who I am. And here is why this matters so much specifically for us. After 50, after 60, society has a whole script written for Black women. It wants us to soften. It wants us to shrink. It wants us to become quieter, smaller, less visible. And when you walk in wearing an oversized blazer with the sleeves pushed up, or an Oxford shirt half tucked into wide-leg trousers with heavy-soled classic loafers, you are quietly, powerfully, beautifully refusing that script. You are not looking mannish. You are looking like a woman who knows exactly who she is. And that, my love, will always be the most attractive thing a woman can be. Now I want you to drop a comment right now before you forget. Tell me which one you are trying first. The high-low combo from number 1 or the Garçon effect from number 2. I genuinely read every single comment, and your engagement is what keeps this channel alive and growing. If you are new here and this is speaking to your soul right now, please hit that subscribe button. Black women over 50 is your home, and we want you here. Number 3. Signature optical glasses. And this one, I promise you, is the one that has changed not just how my clients look, but how people treat them in public. It is that powerful. I need you to stop thinking about your glasses as a medical device right now. From this moment forward, your glasses are your most important facial accessory. Your most powerful styling tool. The first thing people see when they look at your face. And most women are completely, entirely wasting this opportunity. Think about Erykah Badu. Everything she puts on her face is deliberate. Architectural. A statement. Her eyewear choices alone have inspired entire fashion editorials because she understands something that most women miss entirely. What frames your face, frames your whole story. Frameless glasses, thin wire frames, small rimless lenses. These are designed to be invisible. And they succeed at it. But here is my question for you. Why are you trying to be invisible? You are a black woman over 50 with decades of lived experience, style, wisdom, and presence. You deserve to be seen, not disappeared. Here is what you do instead. You choose frames that are architectural. Thick acetate frames in tortoiseshell, deep brown, rich black, or bold burgundy. Geometric shapes. Wide square frames. Strong oversized silhouettes. These frames do not just sit on your face. They compose it. They give your features structure, drama, and intention. They make you look like a woman who has a point of view. And here is something I need the black women specifically watching this video to hear. On warm brown skin, on deep ebony skin, on every shade of melanin in between, bold dark frames create a graphic contrast that is genuinely, breathtakingly striking. Your skin tones were made for this. The visual impact is extraordinary. And here is the bonus that nobody talks about. A great pair of statement frames reduces how much makeup you feel you need by half. The glasses do the heavy lifting. You just show up. Tell me in the comments. Are you currently wearing invisible frames? Because if you are, I am lovingly telling you to go find yourself some bold frames this week. Your face deserves a frame worthy of it. Number 4. Unexpected color clashes. And yes, I use the word clashes on purpose. Let me be completely honest with you right now, because this channel is a no-fluff zone. Playing it safe with color after 50 is the fastest way to look forgettable. All black every day. All navy every day. All beige every day. I understand why women do it. It feels safe. It feels put together. It feels like no one can criticize you. But here is what it actually communicates. It says I got dressed so that nobody would notice me today. And you deserve so much better than that. Look at Tracee Ellis Ross. She has built one of the most celebrated, most talked about, most imitated personal styles in Hollywood on exactly this principle. She puts colors together that have absolutely no business being near each other on paper. And then she walks out looking like she just stepped off a runway in Milan. It is not chaos. It is courage combined with precision. And the result stops rooms. Here is what I want you to try. A completely head-to-toe camel outfit with one single pop of neon pink and a scarf. Not all over. Just one deliberate note. Or a khaki green trouser with a sophisticated cobalt blue sweater. Colors you would never think to put together until you see them side by side, and suddenly nothing else makes sense. Here is something fascinating that most people do not know. When you wear an unexpected color combination, the human brain cannot categorize you quickly. It has to slow down and look again. And that second look? That is what people mean when they say you stop traffic. You are not just being seen. You are being remembered. But here is my controversial statement, and I really want your opinion on this in the comments below. I believe that black women over 50 who keep wearing all black every single day are not being chic. They are hiding. And they deserve to stop hiding. Does that feel true to you? or did I go too far? Tell me below. Let us have this conversation. And one more thing on this point. On deep, rich, warm melanated skin, unexpected color combinations are even more powerful than on anyone else. Your skin acts as a warm, grounding anchor that makes almost every color pop more vividly. You have a styling advantage that the fashion world does not talk about enough. Use it deliberately. Use it fearlessly. Number 5. Daytime metallics. And yes, I mean wearing gold and silver before the sun goes down, and I am not apologizing for it. Who decided that metallics belong only to evening wear? Who made that rule, and why are we still following it? Because I have spent years in fashion, and I can tell you right now, the most exciting, most sophisticated, most visually arresting women I know wear metallics at noon, at brunch, at the grocery store, on a completely ordinary Tuesday. And the effect is nothing short of spectacular. Here is the difference between doing this right and doing it wrong. Wrong is wearing a full head-to-toe sequin situation to a daytime event. That is too much. What we are talking about is one metallic note placed deliberately into an otherwise grounded, simple outfit. Silver leather ballet flats or clean silver loafers with straight dark jeans and a simple white shirt. You are dressed like everyone else from the ankle up. Then the eye drops to your feet and everything changes. The outfit transforms. Or a metallic bronze blouse worn underneath a matte camel coat with clean trousers. The coat provides structure and sophistication. The metallic underneath catches light every single time you move. Every time the coat opens, it is like you are carrying a secret glow with you wherever you go. Now here is what I need my black women over 50 to understand specifically. Gold and bronze metallics on deeper skin tones are not just beautiful. They are luminous in a way that is genuinely almost otherworldly. Your skin warms up the metal. The metal warms up your skin. The two together create a richness that has nothing to do with price tags and everything to do with knowing how light works on your body. Wear the light in the daytime. It was made for you. And if you are still watching, I want to say thank you. We are more than halfway through, and you are exactly the kind of woman this channel was built for. If you have not subscribed yet, this is your sign. Hit that button right now and ring that notification bell so you never miss a single video. Now let us keep going because number 6 just changed the way I think about bags entirely. Number 6. The slouchy, oversized leather bag. And this one is about understanding the difference between looking expensive and looking rich, because they are not the same thing at all. Let me paint you a picture. Two women walk into the same restaurant. The first woman is carrying a stiff, logo-covered structured bag with heavy gold hardware. The logo is visible from 10 feet away. The bag is rigid and shiny and clearly wants you to know exactly what it cost. The second woman has a soft, oversized leather hobo bag in buttery cognac draped over her shoulder. No visible logo. No rigid structure. Just rich, supple leather that moves the way genuinely expensive leather moves. Which woman looks more expensive? I already know your answer. We both know your answer. The stiff logo bag says, I want you to know I can afford this brand. The slouchy leather bag says, I know quality when I touch it, and I do not need anyone else to confirm that for me. One is performing wealth. The other is embodying it. And there is a world of difference. Here is what you look for in a bag like this. Leather that is soft enough to scrunch gently in your hand. A silhouette that is generous and oversized without rigid structure. Natural drape that creates those slightly rumpled, lived-in folds when the bag rests against your body. No large hardware. No loud branding. Colors that are rich and complex. Cognac, caramel, chocolate, deep olive, aged burgundy. This kind of bag transforms even the most basic outfit. Jeans and a clean white shirt with a great slouchy leather bag looks like a deliberate, intentional editorial choice. It looks expensive. It looks like you knew exactly what you were doing. Because you do. Now I want to ask a slightly controversial question here. Do you think women who carry very loud, logo-heavy designer bags look more elegant than women carrying a quiet, luxurious leather bag with no branding? Drop your honest opinion in the comments. I have a feeling this is going to start a conversation.
Number 7. Silver hair as your most powerful metallic accessory. And this one goes deeper than fashion. This one is personal. I want to stop for a moment and talk about something that the beauty industry does not want you to hear. Your silver hair is not a problem. It is not something to fix, to cover, to apologize for, or to hide under a box of chemical dye every 6 weeks. Your silver hair is a metallic accessory that most women in the world would pay for and cannot have. And the women who truly understand this, the women who lean into it, who style around it deliberately and intentionally, those women are some of the most visually powerful, most striking, most memorable people in any room they enter. Here is how to work with your silver intentionally. If your silver is cool and icy, leaning toward white or platinum tones, pair it with cool metallic jewelry in sterling silver with ice blue blouses and platinum accessories. You create a monochromatic metallic harmony from your head all the way down that is genuinely extraordinary. There is nothing else like it. If your silver has warmer undertones, if there is golden or cream warmth in your natural color, pair it with antique gold jewelry and softer, warmer neutral tones. Cream, oyster, champagne. The warmth in your silver will glow even more. You will literally look like you are lit from the inside. And here is the master move I want to give you. Wear your silver hair with one bold, deliberate, unexpected color that would make someone else look washed out, but makes you look absolutely arresting. Deep cobalt. Electric violet. Rich terracotta. Your silver hair acts as a natural, luminous frame that makes every color next to it more vivid, more considered, more artistic than it would ever look on anyone else. You did not just let your hair go natural. You built a signature. You became the kind of woman people describe to their friends later. Did you see that woman? The one with the silver hair and that incredible outfit? I cannot stop thinking about her. That is not aging. That is arriving. Now here is where I will say something that some people might disagree with, and I want your honest thoughts in the comments. I think black women over 50 who color over their silver are making a mistake. Not for any other reason except that they do not yet know how powerful their natural silver truly is. Do you agree with me, or do you think that is too bold a statement? Talk to me below. Number 8. Sculptural silhouettes. Dress your body like it is a work of art. And this is the one I saved for last, because it is the one that requires the most courage, and because I believe with everything in me that it is the one that will make the single biggest difference in how you feel every single morning when you get dressed. Here's the truth about most style advice given to women over 50, and I need you to hear this clearly. Most of that advice is wrong. Not a little wrong. Fundamentally, completely, harmfully wrong. It tells you to hide, to minimize, to cover up, to wear things that skim the body so that nothing is too visible, too noticeable, too present. And I need you to understand what that advice is really saying to you. It is saying disappear. Make yourself smaller. Take up less space. And I am here on this channel, on Black Women Over 50, to tell you directly that that advice has never been and will never be for us. The most striking women I have ever worked with, at 60, at 65, at 70, were not women who hid their bodies. They were women who treated their bodies as architecture, as sculpture, as something worth framing, worth presenting, worth celebrating. Think about Iman, one of the most photographed women on the planet for 5 full decades. She has never dressed to minimize. She has always dressed to command. Cocoon coats, dramatic asymmetric cuts, sweeping volumes that move with her like a second skin. That is not an accident. That is a woman who understood architectural dressing before anyone gave it a name. A woman who looked at her body and said, "This is not something to hide. This is something to frame." A sculptor does not try to make a piece of marble look smaller. She works with its form, its weight, its presence, its power. That is exactly what sculptural silhouettes do for you. Asymmetric tunics that fall in unexpected, beautiful angles. Cocoon-shaped coats that wrap your body like a statement. Oversized shirts with a dramatic drape off one shoulder. Wide-leg trousers that move with intention. These are not complicated pieces, but they position your body inside the clothing in a way that is artistic, deliberate, and completely impossible to ignore. When you walk into a room wearing a cocoon coat in caramel or a fluid asymmetric tunic in ivory, people do not see your age. They do not calculate your years or measure you against some standard that was never designed for you. They see your presence. They see a woman who is not trying to fit into any category. A woman who has become her own category entirely. And that is exactly who you are. That is what sculptural dressing does. It does not follow the body. It frames it. And there is a profound difference between a woman who is dressed and a woman who is framed. After 50, after everything you have lived through, everything you have built, everything you have survived and celebrated and become, you deserve to be framed. So here we are. 8 things. No designer label required. No fortune to spend. No hours in front of a mirror. Just intention, knowledge, and the quiet, powerful, completely unbothered decision to walk into every single room like you belong at the very front of it. Because you do. You always have. The only thing that was ever missing was someone telling you so. And that is exactly what Black women over 50 is here for. Every single week, we are going to keep having these conversations, keep telling the truth, keep celebrating the most elegant, most powerful, most underrated demographic in fashion. Black women over 50. If this video spoke to you today, if even one of these 8 things made you think differently about how you show up, please do 3 things for me right now. First, hit that like button because it tells the universe this content matters. Second, drop a comment telling me which of these 8 you are starting with today. I want to know number 1 through 8, which one has your name on it. And third, if you are not yet part of this community, subscribe right now. We are building something real here. Something for us, by us, about us. And you belong here. I will see you in the next video. Now go open that closet with brand new eyes. You have got work to do.